Hey, this one goes out to the fake news, to the enemy of the people. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck CNN. Fuck the whole staff. Fuck the CEO and they mama. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. And fuck CNN. Enemy of the people wanna see the end. Fuck Don Lemon. And fuck CNN. Enemy of the people wanna see the end. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. News is hella fake, all written. Who controls the thing? All. Fuck Don Lemon. Propaganda's what we all get in. Sauce, call me ass mama. Took her to the mall and made her suck my balls of eggs. What an accomplishment. So you know I gave a sauce with it. Duly acknowledged that I can't stand this man politics. Rudy and contradict. He hates whites, but he take the dick. And they hate the confidence, so they try to take my.
We gonna run that back. We gonna run that back. Shout out to Patriot J.
Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck CNN. Fuck the whole staff. Fuck the CEO and they mama. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don
Shout out to
Lemon.
Patriot J.
Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon. And fuck CNN.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Enemy of the people wanna see the end. Fuck Don Lemon and fuck CNN. Enemy
Run in the chat if you can hear me.
Fuck Don Lemon. All the homies hate Don Lemon. News is hella fake, all written. Who controls the thing? All. Fuck Don Lemon. Propaganda's what we all get in. Sauce, call me ass mama. Took her to the mall and made her suck my balls of eggs. What an accomplishment. So you know I gave a sauce.
Shout out
with
to
it.
Patriot
Do
J.
acknowledge that I can't stand this man politics. Rudy and contradict. He hates whites, but he take the dick. And they hate the confidence, so they try to take my scholarship.
Welcome to the
News about
channel.
fake and shit. Tucker Carlson, my favorite. MSM on some other shit. They be lying just to pay the rent. The takes are a ball of shit. MSM, we abolish it.
What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that?
Deep state need to call it quits. Fuck Don Lemon and fuck CNN. Fuck MSNBC and all they evil friends. Fuck Don Lemon, he a large villain. Nah, kidding. Hey, y'all get it from start to finish. Now sing it. Fuck Don Lemon, all the homies
What's up,
say Don
Montoya?
Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon, all the homies say Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon, all the homies say Don Lemon.
What up, Mac?
Fuck Don Lemon, all the homies say Don Lemon. Fuck Don Lemon and fuck CNN. Enemy of the people wanna see the end. Fuck Don Lemon and fuck CNN. Enemy of the people wanna see the end.
That shit is hilarious, y'all. Shout out to Patriot J. Shout out to Patriot J. With the Don Lemon diss, he did that back in 2020, y'all. That's back when I first met Patriot J. I think. When I met. I don't remember. I think it was like 2021 or 2022. Hold on, y'all. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, wait. Stop. There we go. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the after party. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope y'all can hear me. Oh my gosh, y'all. Don Lemon. Fucking dumbass Don Lemon. So apparently he being charged with the Klan Act. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. Apparently he being charged with the Klan Act, allegedly. Apparently. That's kind of ironic, ain't it? Like, you being charged with a crime. You being charged with some shit. Oh, there you go. You being charged with some shit that was made for the KKK. It's not just him. It's all the dumbasses that went up in that church the other day. And I told you guys on Monday what I thought about that. They did that shit because it was safe and they wanted to go in there to intimidate. Apparently or allegedly, the pastor of the church is I guess he works for ICE or something, or ICE sympathizer or whatever they want to call it. and they thought it was a good idea to go in there and interrupt their hour of worship. Now the funny part is that they wouldn't do no shit like that if it was a mosque, you know what I mean, or none of that shit, you know what I mean, or let that shit be on the other foot. And David Duke and them niggas ran up in a black church doing that bullshit. Nah, they did it because it was safe. That's my problem. They did this shit because it was safe. Something wrong with the chat? Is the chat working, y'all? I need somebody to put something in the chat. Let me know if the chat working. Oh, I can do that now. Hold on. Come on. Jesus, I don't know. I don't want to do that. There we go. Let's do that. Show chat. Huh. The chat might not be working, y'all. So I'm assuming that y'all can hear me and all that other good shit. All right, I'm assuming y'all can hear me and all that other good shit. I don't know what's happening with it. Maybe I need to redo the chat. Anyway, so they go up in this church and they interrupt their hour of worship, which is just, and the lady that was leading talking about, I'm a reverend, and I'm like, well, you should know better. You should know better. Why? Because the pastor allegedly works for ICE. What the rest of that church got to do with anything? What does the rest of that church got to do with anything? Nothing. They went in that church because it was safe. They went in that church because they thought nothing was going to happen to them. They went in there to intimidate them people. They went in there to strike fear into these people. And now that shit coming back to haunt them. What I tell y'all before about shit like that? If you're going to do stuff like that, okay. You know what I mean? If you're going to do shit like that, okay. But be prepared to suffer the consequences for what the fuck you're about to do. Be prepared to go down for the shit that you about to do. Now, I'm sure none of them dummies, including the fucking leader of the shit, whatever her fucking name was, the lawyer reverend woman that should have known better, they're being faced with what's called the FACE Act, or the Klan Act, where the reason why they're being hit with this charge, which is a federal fucking offense, by the way, is because they went to intimidate American citizens at the church. Now, the reason why it was you should go watch Nate the Lawyer's breakdown, which is pretty cool. The reason why it's called the Klan Act is because it was supposed to prevent the Klan from gathering and intimidating black people at either their homes or their fucking churches or their establishments. In the 90s, they passed it. In the 90s, they revised it and they added places of worship. The Democrats did that. I'm sorry, it's bipartisan. Democrats and Republicans did that shit. So now, goofy ass Don Lemon is in hot water. And some people are like, well, he was just there reporting on it. No. He had foreknowledge of what they were about to do. He had foreknowledge of what they were about to do. And he went anyway, and he participated. Now, if it was me, I would have some journalistic integrity, and I wouldn't have participated or even went. I might have dropped the dime on them niggas, like, hey, yo, I might have called law enforcement, you know what I mean? No, but he was grifting too hard. He wanted to grift over the speed limit. He wanted to grift over the speed limit. And now his ass might be facing federal time. And I do not feel bad for him. And I don't feel bad for any of them niggas that went in that church and did what they did. That church has nothing to do with nothing. So what the pastor is allegedly works for ICE or whatever the fuck he is. Who cares? What does that got to do with any goddamn thing? I'm for what ICE is doing. Y'all gonna come to my fucking job? Huh? Y'all gonna come to my house? Don't come to my house. Ain't gonna end well for you. There's a lot of people that's with what ICE is doing. There's a lot of Hispanics and a lot of black people that work for ICE, other ethnicities that work for ICE, because they believe in the mission. Are there some assholes out there that work for ICE that's overstepping their bounds? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, but that's with every fucking law enforcement agency or a political party. You went in there solely to strike fear into them people. You went in there solely to intimidate those people. You went in there solely to disrupt their worship. And that's why you getting charged federally. Do I think that Don Lemon should be charged federally with the crime? No, I don't. I don't. But he definitely need to be dragged for that shit. He definitely need to be dragged for that shit. Ignorance and honestly, whatever happened to him happened to him. It don't matter what I think, right? The law is the motherfucking law. Yeah, it's video out there. It's video out there, bro. It is video out there. He did it to himself. He did it to himself, so he got to face the fucking music. Just like all the rest of them people got to face the fucking music. What they did was shitty and it was in poor taste. Whatever fucking happened to him, happened to him. You want to be out there doing that goofy shit, you got to be willing to fucking face the consequences. Charge it to the game, my nigga. The leader of talking about, I'm a follower of Christ. No, that you a poor follower of Christ. It's a Sunday of all days. You a reverend? Why ain't you in church? Why aren't you recognizing your day of rest? Whatever happened to him fucking happened to him, yo. That's his stupid ass fault. They out here fucking protesting for fucking pedophiles and murderers and rapists and all this other shit. I guess it's not working for YouTube, I'm assuming. Because the kick joint came through. YouTube ain't coming through for real. That's wild. I don't know what's up with that. Fuck Don Lemon, y'all. That's what the fuck he get. What's up, Heather? That's what the fuck he get. But he's a journalist. Nah, y'all. That's not how that shit worked. He knew what the deal was. He knew what they was about to do. He made an agreement with that lady and them people to go in there and make a spectacle of that whole situation. All of them grifting over the speed limit. Now they about to get charged federally. They all about to get charged federally. That's the fuck they get. So I think they should face federal charges for it? Nah, I don't think they should face federal charges for it. You know what I mean? But the law is the fucking law. It don't matter what the fuck I think. The law is the fucking law. And like I told y'all niggas, yo. I tell people all the time, I don't care what my feelings is, right? I feel like I should be able to go anywhere and everywhere with my gun on me. Period, full stop. I feel like I shouldn't need a permit to even carry my gun. Period, full stop. I feel like that American citizens should have whatever the fucking military has. Period. But guess what? I know that if I do certain shit, right, to the contrary of fucking the law, I gotta be ready to go down for that shit. And sometimes I am. Sometimes I know I ain't supposed to have my gun where I'm supposed to be at, where I got it at. But guess what? If I got my family with me and shit, I got that shit. If I get in trouble for it, then that's on me. But I'm willing to go down for that shit. See, these dummies out here in the street protesting and doing all this extra shit, they not ready for that smoke. They not willing to fucking stand 10 toes down on the shit that they out there protesting for. Now all of a sudden they're victims. They're being persecuted they're being persecuted. No, you're being prosecuted. You ain't being persecuted. People being persecuted is fucking ICE for doing the job that they've been doing since 2002 under Bush Jr. and under Obama. The same fucking purview. If anything, Obama made it more stringent. He deported 5 million people. He didn't do the shit being nice. Sorry, I scripted so hard so he can be relevant again. Yeah, because nobody watching his channel. Ain't nobody watching this channel, yo. Ain't nobody watching this channel. I forgot about him. Honestly, hold on, y'all. I forgot about him, to be honest with you. I forgot he was even a fucking thing until that shit came up. I was like, where the fuck this nigga been at? Nobody watch this shit. He is irrelevant. Catty ass nigga. Oh, man. That coat was hot as shit. Check this shit out, yo. Oh, damn, got my fucking hoodie in the way and shit. See this shit? This is my homeboy. Shout out to my homeboy, Billy Bob, my man out Vegas. This is his shirt, FOY. Focus on you. Focus on you. You know what? All these sweatshirts should be given out for free or for a small fee. For a small fee to all them goofy ass protesters out there. Shout out to Billy Bob, man. My man, Bruce. Y'all need to focus on you and shit that don't fucking got nothing to do with you. Y'all getting, I told you, I've been telling people. Y'all keep fucking around and thinking ICE is just glorified mall cops. Y'all gonna fuck around and find out. We watched a video on Monday. Kid want to be bold, try to fucking put his hands on the 40 millimeter. He put his hands on the 40 millimeter grenade launcher and shit, and he got shot in the fucking face with a pepper ball. He got shot in the fucking face with a pepper ball. I ain't feel bad for him. He shouldn't have been out there in the first fucking place. The Somalians ain't got shit to do with the black community. Yo, honestly, so I gotta ask him how he did this shit, right? So he on TikTok shop with the shit. Like, this my mans I grew up with. I grew up with him. Me and this nigga grew up together. What's up, YV? We grew up together. And I was looking at his IG and shit, and he had the shirt, he had a little joint. He was like, yeah, get on the TikTok shop. I was like, nigga, how'd you get on the TikTok shop? How do I get my shit on the TikTok shop? Because I'll throw the Koofy Juice shit up on the TikTok shop. I'll throw the Koofy Juice tumbler. I'll throw the Hotep hoodie. I mean, I'll throw that shit on the TikTok shop especially if they're going to like manufacture it or whatever. So I'm gonna pick his brain about that shit. But go to the TikTok shop and type in "focus on you," and it should pop up. It should pop up. It came in. He had this shit out to me in like a week, so it's streamlined because my shit take a while. Like when I make those sweatshirts and shit, it take a while. You know what I mean? But I get them out to y'all. You know what I mean? I got some Koofy Juice tumblers in the back. I gotta ship out today. But this is one of those things. This is what they get, yo. This is karma. Karma. You knew you wasn't supposed to go in that church like that. You knew you wasn't supposed to go in that church like that. You knew that shit was blasphemous. And you did it anyway. For the grift. Don, what's up, Pro? Don Lemon about to get squeezed. You knew you wasn't supposed to do that shit and you did it anyway. Now you in trouble and now you trying to backpedal and plead your case. Nah. I don't hear that shit now, yo. You was bold enough to do that shit. Now you gotta face the music. Do I think he gonna get charged or prosecuted? I don't know. Depending on how good his lawyers is. Federal government ain't got nothing but time and resources. How many times do I gotta tell y'all niggas that shit? The federal government ain't got nothing but time and resources. If they want to get your goofy ass, they gonna get you. They gonna get you, yo. If they want to get you, they gonna get you. So if they want Don Lemon squeezed, that nigga gonna get squoze. That's why I move how I move. I don't tell niggas, be like, oh no, that's fucked up. Nah, yo, nah, nigga. I tell y'all niggas like, yeah, that shit fucked up, but this is how the law fucking work, and this is how you should move in spite of that shit. We always hear niggas talk about, oh, we behind enemy lines, but niggas never move like they behind enemy lines, and then be all conflicted on why shit happened to them. This is like, nigga. No, you knew before you did what you did or whatever you did, how this shit might go. Now you out this bitch fighting for your life, and you wasn't prepared to go down for that shit. Niggas talking about fuck around and find out. They gonna fuck around and find out how the fucking law works. And like I said, Don Lemon and them people shouldn't face no federal charges over that. They should face some kind of penalty though, some kind of civil penalty for what the fuck they did, some kind of community service or something. Public apology to this church, something. But some motherfuckers got hard head. Hard head make a soft ass, right? They gotta learn some way. And I told y'all before, I said some people don't learn. Some people learn about through pain and embarrassment. Some people learn through pain and embarrassment, or that pocket. Oh, 100%, Oneg. Yeah, it's you 100% right on that shit, yo. What's up? Oh shit, what's up, Miss Wild Wolf? Good to see you. Minnesota won't do it. That's why the feds is on them. Yeah, that's cool. You right though. It's definitely a jumping off point for the midterms, just like they did back the last time. We had a jumping off point. You know what I mean? What's up? What's going on, Kay? Kay in the building. It's a whole jumping off point, bro. It's exactly what it is. They're gonna try and drag all of this racial shit out all the way to November. The crazy part is that you got a bunch of NPCs out here who can't see the fucking forest for the fucking trees. Even though it's not a lot, I'm astounded by the amount of black people I see out here capping for this shit. And I don't care, that new Black Panther Party people, them niggas is an op. Them new Black Panther, they is a fucking op. They is Langley's fucking IT department that they put in fucking berets and shit like that. That shit is a fucking op, period, full stop. I seen them niggas, I said, who is these niggas? What's up, Rick? No, I didn't hear about the plaque. What kind of plaque you got up there? Yeah, Kay, you coming to Grifties this year? I like to hang out. Nah, but I ain't hear about the plaque. Walls at, but this also a distraction from all of that Somalian fraud shit. I ain't got no fucking sympathy for the Somalians. They knew what they did was fucking against the fucking law. Do I blame them for fucking scamming the system? I don't blame them for scamming the system because the system allowed them to scam the system. In some cases, the system was complicit in them scamming the system. But guess what? Y'all niggas got caught. So now you gotta face the music. Are you serious? That's crazy. They the fucking ops, Montoya. You already know. You know, Walls is probably on the take with that shit. Fry definitely on the take with that shit. Elon Omar probably the one that's been facilitating that shit. It probably started with the PPP loans. Who knows? Who knows? And the crazy part is that none of this shit would be going down if Joe Nickel Slick didn't fucking do what he did in his term. Him and Kamala ain't do what they did in their turn, letting all these motherfuckers in here. No, I can't even get. So if I go to X, it's going to fuck up the stream. I'm gonna have to check it out later. But we can go over that shit tomorrow though. We'll go over that shit tomorrow night in the after party for real, or tomorrow when I come on. I'm gonna try to stream on the way to work tomorrow. Like I said, I don't got no sympathy for Don Lemon. He been fucking habitually line stepping since Trump got in office. This nigga used to make sense a while back. He used to make some sense. He seemed pretty moderate back in, like, before Obama got out of office. You need to pull your pants up. You look fucking ridiculous. Then Trump getting office, he got me marching orders, and now his ass he starts sounding like a fucking little catty ass bag lady. Now he trying to get relevant again. Trying to get relevant again. I got you. Yeah, nobody be getting my notifications sometimes. Yeah, we'd love to see you out there. We'd love to see you out there. Shit, I would have helped you fly out, but we just had to buy the wife a new vehicle. Nigga. They almost had to read me the Don't Jump book. They almost had to read me the Don't Jump book in the dealership. Look at this shit, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see this too well because it's dark, but this is the vehicle. This is what we went and got the wife right here. This is what we went and got the wife. Man, listen. Let's just say I love my wife. Let's just say I love my wife, okay? All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's just say I love my wife. All right. We got good credit. We can afford it. Okay. We bring in good money. We got good credit. We can afford the car. But I did not want to afford that car. I did not want to afford that car, Heather. The price of that car, we could have bought 2 fucking cars, Heather. All right. The only reason I was like, all right, let's go get a new car is because her transmission went up. And she had 100 and I got a maintenance package. Okay, I got me a maintenance package. All right, I got a maintenance package and I got a rim and tire package because I know my wife. Happy wife, happy. I don't know about that happy life shit, bro. Happy wife, I don't know about the happy life shit, bro. Maybe less of a headache. Happy wife, less of a headache. But her car got like 187,000 miles on it. See, me, I don't care. Like right now, I'm in my 2004 Chevy Silverado. You know why I'm in my 2004 Chevy Silverado? Because I love driving it. It's easy to fix, right? It's a fucking tank. It's comfortable. It don't got a bunch of shit in here that can go wrong, right? My sports car, y'all see me driving in sometimes? I don't drive it that often. I love that car, but at the same time, it's got a lot of shit, like electronics and shit like that. I try to keep the mileage on that motherfucker low. I love not having a car payment. You know what I mean? Like I love not having a car payment. We ain't had a car payment for like the last 7 years. Transmission went. I was like, nah. The transmission went up, and then it was like, damn. And I'm still getting the transmission fixed because I'ma drive that. What's up, Glam? You see, Glam just got here. Look, Glam. Look. This is what I had to get. Look, this is it right there. That's what we got the wife, Glam. That's what we got the wife, Glam. Damn, what happened? She went through 20 men. That's crazy. I got a good wife. I love my wife. I got a good wife. My wife hard on shit though. I got the maintenance package. I got an extended warranty. I got all that shit because all that shit. Okay, all that shit. But it's like I didn't want a car payment. I'm like, yo, we could do so much more with that fucking monthly car payment than to put that shit on this car. That's going to depreciate as soon as we drive the motherfucker off the lot. The entire time, I'm like, you sure? You sure that's what you want? Are you sure? Every time she signs some shit, are you sure? You sure? And the only reason we went there is because my uncle gets a substantial discount from Mercedes. And they was like, yo, we will give you his discount on any car out there but this one. They was like, this one is optioned all the way out. Belt this it's an AMG line GLC 300. It's got AMG everything except for the fucking tune on the engine. I mean AMG everything except for the tune on the engine. Nigga, she was exactly YV, and we wasn't even there to see that one. We was going to see another one, and then they sat her in that, and it was a wrap. And I was just like, okay. And I kept having to tell myself, like, we can afford it. It's not going to break the bank. We can afford it. You know, let us splurge on it. It's what it is. It'll be paid off in a few years. I'm going to pay some extra money on it, try to pay it down faster. We can afford it. We can afford it. We can afford it. We got a decent interest rate, even though these interest rates is crazy. My wife got a 2014 CX-5 with 100K on it and had zero problems with it. Runs like a beast. That's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying, bro. This shit was I'm just sitting there like. So I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix the Durango, right? I'm gonna fix the transmission. And the mechanic called like so. Cause I've been waiting on my mechanic. I've been waiting on my homeboy to call me for like 2 weeks. Like he's like, yo, let me look it up. Just give me a minute. He just been busy. This nigga calls me 30 minutes after she signed all the paperwork for the car. And I say, yeah, yo, I can fix the transmission. I can fix it for $2,500. I wanted to go down that bitch and choke the shit out of him. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? She already had her heart set on another car. Because before she's like, let's get the transmission fixed and we'd be good. I just didn't think that she was going to fucking jump out the window like that. I'm thinking we about to go look at like a Jeep Grand Cherokee. We about to go look at the new Genesis or a Tahoe. You know what I mean? I'm thinking we about to go look at a fucking Hyundai Palisade. They fucking nice. They're fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? No, we had to fucking. And then my uncle. Then it was. When my uncle told her the discount, it was over. We still got a good. They still knocked 10 grand off the car. I mean, sorry, 7 grand. They still knocked 7 grand off the car. Right? He knocked 6 off, and then another 2 came off with financing. That's why I told you, always have good credit people. They knocked another 2 off with the financing if you financed through Mercedes, because we were gonna go through PenFed. We were going to go through PenFed, but Mercedes, like, if you finance through us, we'll knock another 2 grand off. I'm like, okay, even though technically it's like 2 grand is what, $40 difference on the fucking car payment, because what is like $1,000? It's like $20. They knock $20 off per $1,000 or something like that. How that shit work or something like that. So like it really didn't make a difference, but whatever. But I was just like, man, I looked at that car the next morning and I was like, we was in it yesterday gonna get the daughter from school. I was like, we can afford it. Like I'm content. Like I might get something else next year or like, but I'm not pressed to get nothing. Like you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to take this Silverado, right? That runs like a fucking top at 225,000 miles on this bitch. Runs like a fucking top. I'm a Raptor line the entire truck. I'm a Rhino line, I'm gonna use a Raptor spray, but Raptor line the entire truck, some other color. It'll fucking rust proof the bitch and it looks fire. We did it to my little brother truck. Shit look good. I'm about to go to the fucking tire shop to get 2 new front tires because we supposed to get 11 inches of snow or some shit this weekend. I hope that shit don't happen. But just in case, I didn't replaced all my fluids and shit, and my diff and all that stuff. That's it. My Genesis, my sports car, I want to put that bitch at 400 horsepower. I want to jump that bitch to 400 horsepower, and I can do it. You know, give me a bigger turbo, a meth kit in the back. No Walter White, and make that shit fire. My Genesis don't got a whole lot of miles on it, especially since the engine got replaced through a recall. Like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. The Durango, I'm going to fix the transmission so I can use that as a daily. So I ain't got to drive my sports car every day. Because this pickup truck, as much as I love it, I got 35-inch tires and it's lifted. My gas mileage ain't the best. Okay? I'm probably putting every week, I'm probably putting like between $120 and $150 in this bitch every week for gas. That's what's up. Kay. Got to. This shit weather ready. Today, around like 1, I'm going to go get 2 new, not new, I'm going to get 2 good used ones in the front for right now. All right. I got 2 brand new in the rear. I'm going to get 2 good used ones in the front for right now because I just don't feel like paying, especially because we just put some money out for this new car and I'm about to put money out for this. I got to pay $2,500 to get the transmission fixed in the Durango. I don't feel like paying $400 for 2 new tires. I'd rather pay $100 for 2 good used ones, right? And then I'm straight. I thought my father had some in the warehouse for my little brother, but my little brother dumbass threw them away. He gave them to the fucking tire shop. Like, nigga, my truck take the same size tires as yours. You got 6 tires on your truck, nigga. Next time you get tires, take your 4 tires in the rear and make sure they come to me. You know I'm cheap, nigga. I'm cheap. I splurge on guns and tennis shoes. But yeah, I had to do that this past weekend. She happy though. She loving her car. I almost had a heart attack. My daughter was in the backseat eating fucking fried chicken from Royal Farms and that bitch. I was ready to lose it. I was like, what? Why are you know how he is. We don't want nobody eating in the car. You gotta, at least for the first 6 months, you can't eat in the car. You can't eat in the car for the first 6 months. We got peanut butter seats and shit. You know what I mean? I told the wife, I said, and I'm about to order for it today. I said, don't get your funky ass in that car after the gym and I had no towel in that seat. She did that shit with the Durango. A couple times, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that me? No, her sweaty ass, and the Durango got like heated and air cooled seats. So it's got vents in the seats, like little holes and shit, little perforations. I'm like, this shit smell like, yo, you got this car smell like straight fucking sweat. Straight booty sweat. Caused by straight booty sweat. I'm sorry, ladies. Sometimes when y'all go, after y'all leave the gym, y'all don't be smelling the best. Okay? Especially when you do CrossFit and shit like that. Or you sweating your ass off profusely. I hear that, Heather. But you're a baller, Heather. But I told her, don't you get your funky ass in that car without putting the towel down. I know they got to make something that you can put in the seat after the gym. So I'm going to go buy that for her. And I might just go get a fucking twin fucking mattress pad. I might go get a twin mattress pad or some shit, or one of them toddler pads you put on a little toddler bed or some shit, put it in the truck. Like, here, put this shit on when your ass get in the car. You know what I mean? Because it's hers. Like, I may drive it every now and again, but not really. Like, even with the Durango, that was for her. So I drove it from time to time. If I had to get some maintenance done on it or something like that, I would drive. You got a 2019 GLS 450. Look at you. See? Baller. I know them fucking numbers matter, all right? They tried to sell me on a CLE. They almost got me. Cause I seen the CLE. I was like, damn, that bitch hard. And they said, we'll give you. I appreciate it, Oneg. I appreciate it with the gifted sub, man. Appreciate it. I was like, nah, we don't need that type of payment. But they would say, we'll give you your uncle's entire discount with this car. I said, say word? Say word? And they almost had me. And I was like, me not. I was like, you know what? Let me not. Nope. We here for her and her right now, okay? Because we still had the PenFed. What's the name? We still was approved by PenFed, so I could have did that shit that day. But I'm like, nah, nope. I'm gonna fix the Durango. I'm gonna dry that bitch. You know what I mean? So I went around the car the other day and took, inventory on what needed. Like, sometimes women don't even tell you what need to be done on a car. They don't tell you what shit need to be fixed. They don't say shit. My wife don't say a fucking thing sometimes. I'll get in the car. Like, for example, right? Hold on. I ain't gonna try to hear that. That's why I got a truck. The CLE, I'm like, yo, if I would have bought the CLE, right, I was going to trade my Genesis. My Genesis is still worth a good bit of money. I would have traded my Genesis and probably put like another $3,000 down. That'll put me in a really good payment. And now that I'm thinking about it, it could have did that, but I just don't like. I don't want that type of payment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can't, like, even with the payment we getting on this one, I'm like, we good. But I went around. I was like, okay, the fucking heat don't work, and I know why the heat don't work because I fixed it the last fucking time. But she don't say shit. So I was like, what the? I was like, oh, the fucking blend doors broke again. And one side is easy. You do that shit in 10 minutes. The driver's side is the hardest part. I gotta take the airbag out and shit and get upside down in the car and fix the fucking blend door, put a new one in and shit. That shit took me like 4 to 6 hours one time. That shit was crazy. But now I know how to do it, so it shouldn't take me as long. It's just trying to get into that little small ass spot and put that shit in there. That's the problem. I damn near had to take out the fucking driver's side seat to do it. But I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix the heat in it because the blend doors also control air conditioning. So I damn sure ain't gonna be in that bitch burning up in the summertime. So I'm gonna take it to my father warehouse and I'm gonna get upside down and I'm gonna fix that shit. What else was it? The lift gate, the electronic lift gate on the fucking Durango, because the Durango was fully loaded when we bought that. We got a Citadel, so that bitch was fully loaded when we got that. Somehow, because she be stuffing shit in the back of the truck, not paying attention, she broke the electronic piston. So I gotta get it. That's gonna cost me about $250 to fix that, and I'll do that myself. The blend door is gonna cost me $10 because I think $20. I think it's $20 for the 2 doors, and it's gonna take me a lot of time to do it. I already replaced the axle that needed to be replaced. I've been keeping the oil changes and shit up on it. There's a crack in the windshield. The windshield like $700 fucking. But I'm gonna see if this guy that my dad know can do it for cheaper. If not, that crack just gonna stay there for a little bit. And then like little cosmetic shit, like the trim and shit on the inside, like on the steering wheel, is starting to crack, but I can replace that shit like that. Knobs starting to get a little gummy. I can change that shit. And then that's just gonna, I'm gonna tint the bitch up, and I'm a color match the. This is just cosmetic shit now for me. I'm a color match the fucking side view mirrors because I don't like it's silver with like chrome trim. And I be feeling like sometimes the chrome trim be like old head shit. And I know I'm 41 years old, about to be 42. I'm an unk. Maybe I treat myself to a car for my birthday in September. I don't know. I know I'm an unk, right? But I don't like like some people like the chrome trim. I don't like just let me. I'm a color match the shit gray. That's what I like to do. You know. Next vehicle you getting is a pickup. I hear that shit. I hear that shit. But yeah, I'm like, man. So she happy. I got anxiety. I guess all is right with the world, right? But I ain't treat myself to. I could treat myself to the CLE. I could very well treat myself to that CLE, but I probably won't because I'm like, why? For the fucking emblem. I would more get my because I'll have this truck until it can't drive no more, right? I thought about treating myself to the new 5.0. I can afford the new 5.0. I love Mustangs. That's my jam right there. I would love to treat myself to the 5.0. Um, what else? I was looking at. I love the new Tahoe, but I think they overcharge. Fuck the new car. Spend $6 grand on a 50 BMG. You know, I think the Tahoes is overpriced. You know, I thought about the Explorer ST. I like those. Also looking at the Genesis GV80. I like the Genesis SUV. Like I've been looking at some shit, looking at a Silverado or a F-150. If I was to stay with a pickup truck, I've been looking around, but I don't know. I'm indecisive. You know, I'm happy I didn't pull the trigger on that fucking CLE. Cause I'll be sitting here begging y'all niggas for fucking super chats and fucking kick subscriptions. Like, guys, I got a fucking car payment to make. I need some help. Oh, the Tacomas is fire. Them new Tacomas, them joints is fire. They do so much shit. Oh yeah, all new cars is overpriced, 100%, Shannon. They are, but like I'm not paying 80 grand for a fucking Chevy Tahoe. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga. Like at that point, I might as well go get the CLE because it's gonna be fucking $30,000 cheaper. You know what I mean? But or even the fucking GLE, the Mercedes GLE. Not the coupe, but the actual SUV. I like that one better. I don't like the coupe because my wife got the GLC coupe. And I was trying to get her to get the GLC SUV or the GLE SUV, but she ain't want it. Cause I'm like the price point on like a regular GLE SUV was about the same, and it's a bigger truck. But that's what she wanted. The Ford Maverick, I would go with the Ford Ranger over the Maverick. The Maverick is cool, but the Maverick reminds me of like the Ridgeline. Now, if you just want four-wheel drive and something that you can throw some pots and plants and shit in the back, yeah, get the Maverick. But I like the new Ranger. I think the new Rangers are nice. The Mavericks are better on fuel and they're more like maneuverable, like through cities and stuff like that. I would say. But see, me, if I get a pickup truck, it's immediately getting a lift kit. It's immediately getting 35s on it or 33s or whatever I'm going to put on it. Like immediately. That's what's going to happen. I like the Rivians, Heather, and they're not that bad on the price. What's up, nerd? So I'm trying to ball like nerd. I'm trying to be a baller like Nerd Nash. But I like the Rivians. I like them a lot. I was looking at one. The range is really good on them. They look good. Apparently they're reliable. I'm just not. I just can't pull the trigger on a full electric vehicle right now. Like even though I have this, like I would keep this truck. I got a fucking EMP shield on this bitch and some more shit. Like this is the shit I'm driving when shit go wrong. But I just can't pull the trigger on a fully electric car for some reason. But I love them. Like I see them at the port all the time. Like damn, them bitches is fire. But I just can't. I just can't bring myself to go fully electric. The electric Wagoneers, not the Grand Wagoneer, but the regular Wagoneer. Them bitches look like fucking Range Rovers. They look. I seen one yesterday. It was my first time ever seeing it. I was like, damn, that shit is dope. And I looked it up. I was like, 50 grand. That's a little steep. And it only got like a 300-mile range. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I can't do an electric. Can't do it. The only problem is you don't got the money. You like that Mustang truck? I'm not. My daughter said that. My daughter yesterday was like, "Dad, I love that car," and I was like, "What?" She pointed to the Mustang truck, and I'm like, "Hold on, what you talking about? You talking about the electric car, yo? Nerd, you talking about the electric car? Or you talking about the Shelby pickup? You talking about the Shelby pickup? Or you talking about the electric Mustang? Because the electric Mustangs, I don't like them." I was like, "Nah." First day electric, I said, "If you want to have a Mustang, it's gotta be just leave that shit as a fucking big block V8 or small block V8 because what it was like a 302. The 5.0 is a 302. If you talking about the Shelby truck, good luck. That's 100 grand plus. Are you serious? Got stranded in Kansas? Oh, that's what I was just talking about. Yeah. They are and they're fast. They're nice. I know you're talking about now. Hold on. You talking about the ST, or are you talking about the you not? Are you talking about the electric car, yo? The little electric little joint. You ain't talking about the electric joint, right? You talking about like the ST. I think you're talking about the ST, or you talking about the Shelby pickup. The ST is pretty durable. That's why I was looking at it. It's nice and it's fast. But yeah, and that's another thing. Like, even though it would be my car, I know I would be the one to charge it, but my wife would be the one to like, let me take the fucking electric car and I get in that bitch and it got no range left because she didn't fucking plug it back up. That's why I was happy she ain't asked for an electric car now. I'm like, you can't even keep your fucking phone charged. I can't trust you to keep. Yeah, the ST, yeah, them joints is dope. My cousin got one. My cousin got one. Um, yeah, she can't even keep her fucking phone charged. I'm like, so how much? Like, no, I don't need you to call me talking about you broke fucking down. Like Heather just said, you fucking broke down, and now I gotta go fucking bring a generator again. I gotta bring my gas generator out to you and charge you up enough to get you to a charging station. That shit is what's 37266. Yeah, the STs is nice. I like them. I was looking at one. I was looking at one too. I looked at the ST. I was like, I could do it. I could do it, but I don't want to do it. It's too fucked. Like even with the interest rate I would get, it would still just be a steep payment. And then on top of the fucking Mercedes we got, that shit would be fucking crazy. Yeah, or tow the motherfucker. Like nah, like this. Like I said, nerd. I think you just got it. That's what we got. The wife, nerd. That's what she got right there. That's what she got right there, nerd. That's what she got. Right. I don't want the payment we got now, so I'm like I said, I'm gonna fix this Durango. I'm gonna ride that bitch out. I'm gonna park this truck and use it for shit when I need to move shit or tow shit, or I'm going four wheeling or I'm going hunting or something like that, or the weather we about to get this weekend. That's what this truck's gonna be for. You know what I mean? And then my Genesis is just gonna be in the fucking driveway. It's gonna be in the fucking driveway. And then when it's a nice day outside, it's sunny and shit, I'll break that bitch out. I'm gonna fix all the little minor shit on the Durango because it ain't gonna cost me a lot. The biggest thing is gonna be replacing the transmission. And then the Genesis, I'm gonna boost that bitch to 400 horsepower. Put a bigger turbo on that bitch. Like I said, a MEF kit, a bigger intercooler, fucking downpipe, new exhaust system. I'm gonna get that bitch. That bitch gonna be nasty. That bitch gonna be nasty. That is true, Shannon. That is true. Now I did think about that. Like my cousin did that shit, right? The one that got the ST. So his dad had a Pontiac Trans Am, a '79 Pontiac Trans Am, and his dad passed away like when he was a kid, and he always wanted to get a Trans Am. My cousin getting broke off, so he's like, yo, I'm gonna get this. I'm about to build a Trans Am. So I had a lead on one because my father wanted to rebuild a Trans Am that he had. So my neighbor has a tow yard, and he had a fucking Trans Am down that bitch. Like it needed some TLC, right? My neighbor was letting the fucking Trans Am go for $1,500. '79 Trans Am, $1,500. It's gonna be worse than Blizzard of '90. You see Russia? Russia looked like the fucking day after tomorrow. So my cousin ended up buying it, right? He ended up getting it for a stack. My neighbor gave it to him for a stack. My cousin put $7,000 into that car. So for $8,000, he got a fucking $40,000 Trans Am, because he could sell that bitch for $40,000 right now. I promise you. And he had to repaint it, had it fully restored for a sec, because we know motherfuckers, right? So my uncle Bernie, God rest his soul, at the time he was alive and stuff, had friends that, because they had classic cars. My uncle did a lot of shit, and like he had a lot. My uncle still got a couple classic cars. His family trying to figure out what to do with them, but he still got some dope shit. Like he has a 60. He got a 68 Camaro. He has a 68 Camaro sitting over there chilling. I've been thinking about like on dog. Let me buy the Camaro, and I'll finish it. But I don't know yet. But the minute my cousin finished the car, he was getting offers for that bitch $30,000, $40,000, $20,000. Like he was getting. I'm like, yo. He said I ain't never getting rid of it. I hope it's a regular ass snow, but I hope we don't get like Russia, nigga. This shit was over the fucking like. Russia looked crazy. I was like, what the fuck happened to Russia? Damn, that shit was like stories high. Like I seen this shit like 3-4 floors up on. I'm like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I hope that shit don't happen here. I don't see no Blizzard of '96 shit either. And I'm so pissed off at myself. So pissed off at myself. I had a money making idea. I still kind of got one because I could probably still do it. I just got to run it past my father. He might be kind of. I don't know what he's gonna say. I got a Bobcat with like a bucket and shit. I could use that and take that to my house and make some money with that bitch, right? It's just fucking loading the Bobcat up and all that other shit, right? I was supposed to and I forgot to do it, and it ain't gonna come in time. It ain't gonna come in time. Buy a fucking plow for the front of my four-wheeler. I was supposed to do that shit like a month ago, and I completely forgot to do it, and I'm so mad. Like I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna look on Bass Pro and see if they got one for it, and maybe I'll go get it today, and then I'll install it like Friday or tomorrow, If they got one, they shouldn't be no more than like 300 for the kit. I was like, yo, I'll take the 4-wheeler home and just ride around the neighborhood because I got this 4-wheel drive and just be like $20 to shovel all this shit. You flying home just in time for the snow? I forgot to do it. And I was like, shit. I was so pissed off. I'm like, y'all could have made the bag. Because I would have just kept going through neighborhoods. I wouldn't have just did my fucking development. I'd have drove out of my development, that bitch, when somebody else's development. Put my son on the back of that motherfucker with me. Be up there masked up, shiestied up. Take some salt, because we got the racks and shit on that bitch. I got a little joint that I bought, like a little, I forget what it's called, like a thing to go on the back of it that I put on the hitch. Not a trailer, but this little tray situation. Put the little salt spreader on that back of that bitch with the salt in that bitch, ride around. I plow the shit, or I push the snow, let my son walk with the fucking spreader, get that bread, and I forgot to fucking buy it. That's my dumb ass fault. I tell you. I hope y'all got enough food. You know niggas gonna be in the fucking market between now and Saturday buying everything up like it's the apocalypse. So make sure y'all get y'all some oodles and noodles and some fucking grilled cheese sandwiches and some tomato fucking soup. You know what I mean? Get you a little drinky drink. You know what I mean? You know, I got my slushy machine with my drinky drink. The slushy machine was fucking great. It was a great purchase. You know what I mean? Like, my deep freezer filled, so I ain't gotta go to the grocery store. I'm good. But you know, what's up, Alchemy? Yeah, so make sure y'all got some shit in the house to make sure y'all eating shit, just in case, because DoorDash ain't DoorDashing shit. Ooh, I might do that for fun. You know, notice I said for fun, but I also get broke off. If we get a snow like that, nigga, I might be like DoorDash activated, because ain't nobody gonna be able to do that shit. I would be out there with this big ass fucking truck dashing through the snow. Nigga, if I wake up Saturday and the snow is like that, nigga, I will be out there dashing through the snow, and I'll probably be the only person on the street. My truck is fucking, oh, though, how many inches off the ground this motherfucker is? My truck like 15. My truck probably like it's about 15 inches from the ground to the corner or the underbody of the truck. Like I said, I'm lifted on big ass 35-inch tires. You know what I mean? Straight up, like, why not, yo? I'll throw this bitch in 4-wheel drive and be out. Shit, if the Durango was fixed, because I can't put the Durango in the shop until Monday. He said he can't do it till Monday. I would go out there in the Durango, but if the snow too high for the Durango, because the Durango's all-wheel drive, nah, nigga, I'm starting this bitch up, and I will be out here doing what? I can hear my wife now. Where you at? I'm getting this money. I'll be back. I just made the first payment on the car. God damn it! All right, I just made the first payment on the car. God damn it! All right, I'm gonna keep this motherfucker pushing. All right, I see you later. Let me go get this bread. I'm so fucking serious. I will be at this bitch listening to lo-fi hip hop, getting this money. Straight up. Getting this motherfucking money. Straight up, shit. You got me out here thinking about bread right now. Like, damn, I missed the fucking snowplow shit, because I'm gonna see if they do got it. I think I might do both. You know, I ain't got shit else to do. What the fuck? I'm gonna just sit in the house and just watch TV? I'm gonna go crazy in that bitch. I gotta get out. So I'm gonna hit Bass Pro. I'm gonna hit Bass Pro. I'm gonna go on the website, see if they got a plow for the tracker. I got the tracker 4-wheeler, 600 cc's baby. So I'll be able to move that motherfucking snow. All right, 600 cc fucking 4-wheeler. I'll be able to move that snow, and it's on big ass fucking mud tires, so that shit ain't gonna get fucked up. And then once that shit done, nigga, I'm gonna be out there in the just dashing. Shit, who ordered a pizza? Goddamn it. Straight up. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. If y'all new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, let people know we were live. You catch the replay. Leave a comment. I can use that constructive criticism. All right, guys, I can use that constructive criticism, okay? Let me know what you think about the topic. You think Don Lemon got, getting his comeuppance? And what kind of car you think I should go get next year, or maybe for my birthday? You know what I mean? I'm interested to know what y'all think. Anyway, tonight is movie night. All right. I don't know what we watching tonight. There's a new movie on Netflix, and usually I don't do the new movies, but it's a new movie called The Rip that's on Netflix. That shit was pretty fucking good. So maybe we watch The Rip tonight, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.